So this element right here, so I gotta wait longer, or... Awkward as fuck. Do you guys think it's worth it for me? You're not gonna see me at GDQ unless you go there physically and see me in the hotel. You're not gonna see me on stage performing. You might see me on stage doing commentary as a backup runner. But that is about it. That is still some form of exposure. Obviously, I'm gonna be a commentator. But from my perspective, do you guys think it's a good idea or not? And that's why it's a kick in the teeth, because a backup runner, I don't even know if I'm... Do I practice? Do I take the time to practice SMB3 mix in case I do get a run? Because that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. Right? Do I spend a lot of my time getting good at SMB3 mix just in case I run, or just in case I don't run? That's the question. It's very... I'm in a very tight spot. I'm in a very rough position. That's what Tweek's dad says in South Park. There's no way Aerobam's not gonna show up. He's one of the top tier runners in SMB3 mix. Aerobam's gonna come for sure. I'm sure he's doing donation incentive. I'll throw a little bit of money Aerobam's way to help him get the cause, right? Because isn't that what Aerobam's doing? He's trying to raise money to go, right? I'll throw some money his way, man. He deserves to go. He got a run in. And he's worked really hard at SMB3 mix. I'm gonna submit a Fortnite speedrun. I think, see, this is, some of this is why I wanted to avoid some of this conversation, because a lot of people will take it as like I'm like mad or like angry about the fact, and people will like fuel off of it, right? But like I'm not upset about the fact, right? People who don't get runs in are like mad, right? They get fucking pissed, and they're pointing fingers and getting angry. I don't think that's the right approach to do it. I'm trying to learn why instead of like getting mad. Getting mad is not going to help your chances next year. They're going to be like, ugh, you're so salty last time. Like, why? Do we really want him? Luckily for me, I've always done very professional performances at GDQ, and I have that to go back on. I've always done very nice and non-Carl Sagan-esque performances. Although he's hysterical, so he's allowed to say fuck and shit and stuff. I love it, man. Carl is always known for just dropping the loudest F-bomb during GDQs. I was doing the Big Ten for ESA, and I was gonna go to ESA, and then I remembered I'm not allowed to leave the country right now, so I can't go to ESA, but maybe next year. I'll do like a Mario block at ESA or something. Oh my gosh, get out of here, Hammer, bro. Like, holy fuck. Yo, Flaming Granny, what's going on? 100% in this game is anywhere you can die minus mushroom houses, because you can technically die in mushroom houses. So, all the levels, the hands, the Hammer Brothers, the little mini Piranha Plant mini games. You said shit during commentary once, like during a GDQ. Is GDQ PG? Not entirely, but they want you to have manners, right? If you drop an F-bomb, it's okay. You know, sometimes you can't help it, right? They want you to feel as comfortable as possible so you can put on as much of a normal performance as you possibly can, right? Because they want you to be who you are, obviously. But they want you to kind of not, you know, fucking shit, fuck, cunt, you know, don't be doing that. That's... There was somebody who talked, like, a bunch about killing themselves. It was really awkward. I remember that year. Ugh, I clip that every time. Time is limited in Mushroom House? No, you can clip through the wall in the Mushroom House and then you fall out of bounds and die. Now Mitch is speaking my language. Titty fuck, 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 titty, 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 titty fuck, fuck. Pooh Bear, it looks like you got sucked into the... Dude, that conversation is just like... It's just a circle. The dude watched... He watched Apollo Legends video on GDQ, and now he hates them without any rhyme or reason. Pooh, that's exactly what happened. Which, you know, I think Apollo Legend makes some very, very critical points. I think Apollo Legend makes some pretty good points about his GDQ video. Do I agree with all of them? Heck no, man. And even if some of them are true, does that bother me? Not really. I don't give a shit. People, like, get mad that, like, GDQ doesn't, like, pay out or something like that, but it's like, we all knew that. It's not like I didn't know that when I went to, like, go to GDQs, right? It's like, it's a surprise to people now. It's like, no, like, that's how they've always been. Like, what are you talking about? You know, so there's nothing wrong with GDQ. It's a charity event, man. Once people start making it about themselves, you're getting a little too selfish, you know? It's about fucking charity, man. That's all it's about. Who cares what everyone does, man? Get in there. Yo, Pooh Bear, doesn't 24-hour streams suck? They're horrible. It's a nightmare. How does Barb do them, like, every, like, 4 months or something? I have no idea. Yeah, but my situation is a little different, right? If I didn't get backup runner and I just wasn't a runner at all, the decision would be much easier for me, because it's like, well, I should probably just stay home, continue streaming, you know. I don't think the vacation's worth it, but at the same time, like, it can be just a vacation for me. I'm willing to spend money on a vacation for myself. Plus, I get to see a lot of friends when I go to GDQ, right? So it's like, it's an individual... It's an individual person decision. You can't apply that to, like, everyone at GDQ. Maybe there's fucking rich people who can just afford to go to GDQ all the time, and that's just it, you know. What they will never have to worry about they'll never have to worry about an issue like that at all, right? Like, it's just like, Barb's a twin, he switches out. I kind of feel like that's true. 24-hour streams are so unhealthy, like, I can't do it. I'll be unhealthy by, like, eating a bag of chips, but, like, mentally, like, I don't think I can afford the... Nice. You have to go. Oh, I'm still going to GDQ. I'm going. I signed up, reserved hotels and stuff. I'm going. I'm still going. I was just asking for your guys' opinion. Asking what you guys would do or what you guys think I should do is not going to really reflect on what I'm actually going to do. I asked your opinion because I want to know what you guys thought. Fuck that, man. You kidding me? I'll never make it under here. This level is a piece of frig. If I miss this jump, I'm dead. You can't do anything. That's why I hate this section right there. That's so bad. That Kaizo block should not be there. Because there's nothing you can do. If you miss that jump, like, you can't swim away. You can't move around. Like, that's it. You're fucked. I need to ask freaking Han, did you intend to have someone die if they don't make that jump? Because if you don't make that jump, you're dead. You can't recover from it. There's nothing you can do. You have to kill him if you want to at least have a chance. Oh my god. Just get in there. Fuck. Oh, come on. That was so bad. This is a 9-hour game this year. Yeah, Pooh Bear, I think it's the other way around. We need a 10-hour game so we can have, like, the easiest games for GDQ are the long ones. The shorter the games are, the more setup time there's going to be. They switch people, switch stuff. I think GDQ wants longer games so they have more time in between the stuff. I feel like that makes more sense. That's it. If I miss this jump, I'm dead. How did I make that? Same idea for long games too. Yeah, exactly. Like, the idea is still there. It's those weird 45-minute games or like 30-minute games. And I'm talking like estimated time 30 minutes, not the actual run, because you can never determine what the run would be. The estimated times are extremely important in the game submissions. Like, when I talk about doing SMB3 any percent, no wrong warp, like, it's probably a thorn in their side, because it's like, just Mario 3. Like, they probably have to accept 2 Mario 3 runs to make it kind of worth it, you know what I mean? You know, since it's the same game, if they're going to do Mario 3 any percent no wrong warp, they might as well add warpless and make it a 1-hour thing and kind of, like, lessen, you know, the setup time. Yeah, that makes sense. Get me out of this level, holy friggins. I knew that was gonna happen with my turn back. Normally you skip that level in 100%, so by doing 100%, I'm forcing myself to do that level. So I got nobody else to blame but myself. I got nobody else to blame but myself. Dude, that Jabay plant, that fucking Jabay plant. Dude, that was some risky moves right there. I think sometimes for GDQ we have to take a step back and stop referring to GDQ as 2010 and 11 and stuff like that. Like, because the games aren't what they used to be back in those times, all of us old runners judge GDQ based on our past experiences. But like there's nothing wrong with GDQ having what we would call a weak or a bad games list. To a lot of other people who are new to GDQ, it's an experience rather than like what games they feel should be involved, right? Like Mario 3 has always been in GDQs, but now it's kind of like fading from GDQs, and I don't sit there and say, well, that's not right. Right? No one ever said Mario 3 or specific games had to be in GDQs, right? Yeah, like having, like, not having Super Mario World in it, but having, like, a ROM hack, Quickie World. Whatevs, you know? GDQ's dope, whatever it wants to do. It's hard to give GDQ a full name right now. They're still expanding, they're still changing, they're still new to some things, you know what I mean? I think they're just, you know, they want to experiment, try new things. I think this year they said in the committee, in the staff meetings, how about we try new, like, a lot more ROM hacks? ROM hacks have been submitted so much in the past, we haven't been accepting many of them. You know, we've had some of them here and there, not a whole lot of them. Let's try and do more of a ROM hack scene, right? Which I think is dope. That's really cool. Yeah, Mario 3 wasn't at GDQ 2017, and it's not going to be at, Mario 3 wasn't at GDQ 2018, and it won't be at 2019, but that's about it. But it was at SGDQ, so it was still in, like, that year. Exactly, yeah. And it's going to be at SGDQ, it's going to be at SGDQ 2019 anyways. We already know that. And it's going to be at, GDQ X Express, right? So it's like, you know, I like their experimental phase. I like that they're changing. If GDQ changes, I can stay more into it. If it stays the same, like, I can only watch Ocarina of Time so much, guys. Yo, Castlevania is going off this year. That's amazing. Every game has had their, like, shining point in GDQ. Like, I remember I did, like, 1,000 Mario 3 runs in one sitting at, like, GDQ. We had relay races with all the other Marios. The Metroids have had their chance to shine. You know what I mean? The Castlevania. This time. It's fucking gonna be dope, man. Come here, boy. Almost died there. But as a speed game, they suck. Nice, you probably have like a really wide, like, perspective on Castlevanias. I often find that people who don't enjoy the speedrun of certain games, they have a very, very wide thought on like games, which is like they look at it at like so many different ways that where speedrunning is not one of the ways that they I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Like there's some games that I think are kind of lame speed games. But my perspective on whether a game is lame to speedrun or not is based on like, is the game even fast? You know what I mean? Like, is this even a good game? Well, okay, so because I like sequence breaks, glitches, and stuff like that. I've always been like a glitch hunter. I've always enjoyed like breaking games and stuff like that. I've been doing it for years, ever since Metroid Prime in high school. Blah, 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 blah. I would normally agree with you. Mario Karts, to me, makes no sense. It's like, well, you're just driving. You can only go so fast to a degree. Like, obviously, you can go faster here and there around corners and stuff like that. But then all the sequence breaks and glitches in Mario Kart, and that turned it into like an amazing speed game in my eyes. At first, I was like, this is fucking dumb, man. Like, just drive down the cart. Like, the records are going to be split between, like, milliseconds, which is actually kind of funny because they kind of, like, are right now. But once sequence breaks and glitches came into play, that's when, it just got so cool. They got really cool. I didn't... What?! Yo, welcome back for 2 months in a row. I can't believe they died there. I can't believe I died there. I was right at the end, too. I yelled out, I screamed out a noise. The other night, I did an amazing sniper shot in Fortnite, and then I looked at who I killed. Dude, it was like 160 meter. And like, I was having like a peak battle with someone, and then I looked at who I killed, and it said not Tfue. And I almost shit my pants. I was like, this... Oh. I was like, this is insane. For anyone who doesn't know, not Tfue is like an amazing, like, he's an insane Fortnite player. Right? And I sniped him right in the face. I fucked him up. And then I saw his stream the other day, and there's no space in between the not and the Tfue, so I didn't actually kill him. It was never him at all. I thought I did. It was the exact same name, just the only difference was there was a space between not and Tfue. Which in his name, there isn't a space. I got jebaited by fake names. I got jebaited by fake names. John is due for another run. Well, Big John, did you, like, what did you submit this year, Game J? Because, like, if you look at the games list, you can really see what kind of path they were going for. And, like, there's barely any NES games. There's barely any, you know, 2D games. There isn't a whole lot of them, right? So it's like, it might not be who you are. It might be just the simple fact of, like, what you submitted. Just might not have been what they're looking for this year. Jaws was... Shut up, Boo. I bet you submitted Jaws. Wait, did you actually not submit Jaws? There's one Game Boy game. Yeah, so like, what... You gotta think about what it is that you submitted and then look at the games list and think why it didn't get submitted. Like, I'm not questioning at all why Mario 3 didn't get submitted for me. I'm not looking at them as like they're against me. That's why I didn't get in. I look at it as like, well, clearly, look at the way they're doing. I just don't want you to be so bummed out, Game J. I want you to be happy, man. The Hide Mom game should have got submitted. Okay, so that's a game that I think definitely and 100% should have got submitted. Your commentary for that game is fucking hilarious. Aside from bonus games. Yeah, see what I mean, Game J? Like, I have no idea why. If you could ask and get some answers on things that you could do to better, like, you feel very discriminated against about why you're not getting runs in. If you could just sit down with a staff member and ask, like, okay, so, like, is it my submissions? Is it my write-up? Is it, like, are my videos not good? Like, did I do something wrong? Like, I feel like given who you are, that should be okay. I think there should be some kind of level of, you know, and that's all I ever ask for. I'm fine with the way they do things. I'm not judging anyone. I don't really care. But things like certain inquiries about certain things should be definitely a discussion. Oh my god, I suck so much. Oh yeah, that's right. You did get 2 runs in that you were unable to make. So you still got runs in. Game J with his false truths. Ooh, baby! Look at that! That's what. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Game J. How is your mom doing, anyways? Andrew G. Dude, Andrew G needs to fucking zone back into the prime and start busting out runs. I want to see some pure zonage from Andrew G. Come on, that wasn't it. Right on, man. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I know he's been grinding recently, but he better fucking stick to it. Friggin' Andrew G. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Why am I doing such stupid things? Ah. Well... Getting a game that you're not used to is a lot harder than you think, right? Is Paco's? The Incredible Paco's hack done? No, not yet. Strats on the fly. Incredible Paco's ROM hack is not done now. Why am I messing up this beetle jump? There we go. Oh my gosh, that was scary. Yeah, I think submitting a run that's not like your primary game is the hardest thing you could possibly do. I've been dying to do Turtles 2 Arcade for so long, but I think I'm not getting accepted because my time is just inconsequential compared to the other times on the leaderboard, right? Like, there's just no way. I'm just not good enough at that game to get in, and it's not because they dislike me or anything, and it's not because, you know, they feel that I deserve a chance, right? It's all about the fact that, like, it's not my primary game. I'm not known for that game. That's not my thing. If they want to get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Arcade, I am not the person to go. But I still submit it because I like that game and I'd love to do that game. But if I love that game as much as I say I do, I should be running it. I should be bringing my time down. If I get the world, I bet you $1,000. I will bet you $1,000. If I get the world record in any percent Teenage Mutant 2 Ninja Turtles Arcade, I would have a much higher chance of getting that game in. If I submitted to them, if I gave them my write-up for TMNT 2 Arcade, and in my submission video was nice, fat, juicy world record, recent, new strats, I'd get in. I'd get in. I'd get in for sure. I'd at least have a much higher chance. But I don't think Lost Levels is strictly your primary game, though, right? You have other primary games. Fuck. You do, like, golf and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, easily. Dude, I keep submitting, like, my playthrough for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in hopes that they'll just be like, yeah, we haven't seen this game in a while, but, like, it just won't work. Ah! Yeah, Game J's got a lot on his plate. I know Game J's got a lot on his plate. The commitment, see, my commitment for TMNT2 is hard because it's, first of all, it hurts your fucking fingers doing that power attack. I hate it, man. I get blisters. The other thing, too, is, like, again, and GDQ makes the same kind of point. I'm not known for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I can't sit here and stream TMNT2 every day because, like, it's just not what I'm known for. And the representation of my submission is just that. That's the exact reason why. People are going to look at the games list and be like, Mitchflowerpower doing TMNT2. They're going to be like, who's that? And, like, why that game? And people aren't going to watch it. They're going to be like, I don't know who's running it. But if the world record holder was running it, they're going to be like, fuck yeah, I'm watching that. It's going to be awesome. You know, it's a big difference, big difference. But I've trailed off too much now. I've gone too much off now. Back to the game. I barely made that. Whoa, that was close. I love this GDQ conversation because every half year the same thing happens with GDQ and the same thing happens with submissions. The same conversations happen twice a year. I think it's fucking awesome. The same year, there's a group of people who say they hate the game list, and every twice a year, there's the same group of people who are just like GDQ's sellout, and then twice a year, it's the same thing every time. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, we all have problems in life, right? I choose to keep my problems to myself, personally. Not to saying that other people in chat right now aren't. If I'm asked about it, sure, I might talk about it, but at the same time, you know, I don't know. That's just who I am. I keep most of my IRL life problems to myself. I've always been like that. But that could be bad, too, right? Sometimes it's nice to share your life experience with people in chat and stuff like that. It all depends on who you are, right? Me personally, I'm more of an introvert. I keep to myself. I'm more of a lone wolf kind of person. Always have been. Yo, it is. It's just, dude. It's been going on for years, man. It's been going on for years. It's the same shit. When I start bashing GDQ and complaining, that will be my. That lets me know that I need to change what I'm doing. I need to change my attitude. I need to change the games I'm submitting. I need to change my PVs. You know, anything like that. I need to change my style of submissions. Right? If it's not working for you, change it up. Change it up. I'd say Lost Levels has a community when I see Darbian playing Lost Levels with like 1,000 viewers. Although I will say that at least 80% of Darbian's viewers watch Darbian because of Darbian. It doesn't matter what game he's playing. I can say that. I can say that. Using Darbian as an example is a little bit of a bias because we all like Darbian for Darbian. Darbian plays like fucking beta games, and we're all over there watching him. It's an interesting concept. When I sit back and I reflect on my streams and I wonder, okay, what are things that I can do for myself as I stream, right? And then obviously, everyone, when you think of work, you look towards work for examples, right? Like if a boss comes up to you and they're like, you better shape up at work, you better start changing your attitude at work, right? You start looking at your employees who are doing a good job to like kind of learn, right? The same thing can apply to streaming. People need to start looking at streaming more like a job, by the way, right? So streamers look at other streamers to like, you know, how can you change it up? But like, if you look at like Darby and it's like, well, how the fuck, right? If I'm like a lot more quiet and monotone, I don't think my stream would be as entertaining. But Darby, man, he's just got it. It's fucking awesome. Darbian's like you could sit down with a warm cup of tea or something, you know what I mean? Like a late night cup of tea or something, and it's like perfect. If you're looking for like some jokes, Darby, you know what I mean? He's got it all. It's fucking hilarious. There shall only be one Darbian. You bet people wouldn't watch Darb for Fortnite? Okay, that might be true. That might be true. Watching Darbian do the Wii Sports things. Exactly, you see what I mean? Like, it's just fucking Darbian. But, like, you know what I mean? But, like, I find that Darbian's interaction is a lot less than, say, Grand Pooh Bear's, right? Like, if you took, like, each video of each stream and, like, you showed, like, the audio portion, right? Like, there's so much more, right? So it's crazy to think about, like, there's so many different streamers and stuff like that. It's crazy. Exactly, yeah, that's what I mean, like, the robotness, like, it's like, he's got the same, like, the orator thing, like, this, like, orator's kind of the same way. It's very interesting. I think a lot more people should break down streams that, you know, like that a little bit. You know, the bunk beds with the clothes weren't doing it for you, Pooh. The bunk beds with the clothes. Yeah, I always think Panga should have taken Mario Maker to the next level. He should have kept going with it for a long time. But I understand his perspective on that because I got pretty bored of Mario Maker pretty fast too. Mario Maker kind of died on me a little bit, but I'm bringing Mario Maker back a little bit. I've been playing it a lot lately. Been trying to have some fun with it, with like, you know, mini games, and Super Expert is too much for me. They know they'll be in for a ride no matter what. Pretty much, yeah. I think Cool Kid is an extremely underrated gamer. He's like, he's easily one of the best. He's got to be. He's got to be. If I were to pick a teammate, Darb or Cool Kid, I would definitely pick Cool Kid as like a professional, like skill-based. Darbian obviously would be second choice, but Cool Kid is just so fucking good. Panga had... Well, I don't think Panga ever had 20k people, but he had a lot. Yo, Gizaku, thank you so much for that. Oh, I almost didn't make it. Thank you so much for that sub, man. I really appreciate that. I just learned this level. Nice. I'd be your first pick. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I just learned this level. Right on. Big and Bob. Big. Excuse me. Hey, Pooh Bear, look, I learned how to do this level. It probably was so frustrating watching me. You're probably like, Mitch, you're a fucking idiot. Ah, but this is where it gets complicated, Haxer. You're picking him to do a performance. Now, how is... You have to judge a person also on the performances as well, right? Somebody could be the best in the world in the comfort of their own home with the relaxation knowing that you could just reset at any point in time you want. You got all the time in the world. However, when you put them on stage and they got one run to represent how good or bad they are, that's when things change, right? That's whenever picks change. Oh my god, I'm annihilating Star World. Why did I jump? I just need to run off. I do okay too. I don't know, man. When I do, it's so fucked up. My mind is so stupid when it comes to like performances. So like, I always get so nervous and like weird before like my performances in gaming, because like I always want to put on a good show. And for me, a good show is like skill-wise. If I can impress the people that are watching, I feel like I've put on a pretty good show. I feel like I've made myself proud. You know what I mean? Like I've represented my skill. So I always get really nervous. And then I go up there and I'm nervous and I do something stupid and then I play amazing for the rest of the night. You know, I play amazing for the rest of the run. It makes no sense. Why do I even put myself through that? Right? Like, if you watch the All Forts race, look at my World 1. Like, what was I thinking? Like, I've never done anything like that before in my life. Like, it made no sense. Like, it was like I wasn't who I was. It was so stupid what I did. It made no sense. I never even did it in practice. How did I even think about doing something like that? Right? But then if you watch the rest of the run, I was amazing. I played great. I always get nervous for my performances. I don't know why. But I do great. It's so stupid. I don't know why I put myself through that. I don't know why I do that to myself. It makes no sense. Right on! I look like X-Water? Really? Well, thank you, yes, my hair. Right on. Cool! As soon as the Mario Brothers 2 any% record gets broken, I'm gonna go back to SMB3 any% no wrong warp, because if I can get that record before the year's over, that would make 2018 the craziest Mario 1, 2, and 3 year.